Before we start, let me be clear. This is my personal perspective on dating and why I think people throw the word cheating around too loosely. In my opinion, not every disappointment is betrayal. If exclusivity was never clearly discussed and agreed on, I don't believe every outside connection qualifies as cheating. When I say binding, I mean real commitment markers like living together, shared children, shared property, shared responsibilities, or a plainly stated exclusive relationship with clear expectations. Without those things, I believe people should have room to date, observe, ask questions, and move carefully instead of rushing into commitment just to say they have somebody. Now, if two people clearly agree to be exclusive, that's different. At that point, dishonesty is dishonesty, even without kids, property, or living under one roof. My real point is this: people commit too fast, define too little, assume too much, and then call it cheating when the relationship was never fully established. What we're talking about today is cheating between spouses or people with binding circumstances, not people who are or should be dating to find their person. Welcome back to the bar, family. Today we're talking about spouse cheating, the betrayal, the excuses, the fallout, and the truth people dodge when vows get inconvenient. Let's start here. Cheating does not begin in the bedroom. It usually starts in the mind, in secrecy, in resentment, in entitlement, and in unchecked emotional distance. Some people cheat because they feel neglected. Some cheat because they crave attention. Some cheat because they enjoy the thrill. None of those reasons make betrayal honorable. When somebody says, "I cheated because I was unhappy," what they're really saying is, "I chose dishonesty instead of courage, communication, accountability, or leaving with integrity." Marriage gets hard, and people can feel lonely, unseen, rejected, and frustrated. But adulthood means handling pain responsibly, not creating deeper wounds while pretending your hurt excuses harm. A spouse can be tired, mean, distant, no longer affectionate, distracted, or emotionally unavailable. Those things are real problems. Still, cheating is a decision. If the marriage is starving, feed it with truth. If the connection is broken, repair it with work. If it's dead, bury it honestly and walk away. Too many people want permission to betray because they don't want to look like the villain. But betrayal dressed in pain is still betrayal deep down inside. And let's be clear, cheating is not just sex. It can be private messages, hidden lunches, emotional attachment, sneaky calls, deleted texts, and keeping somebody on standby. The problem is not only who touched who. The problem is secrecy, deception, and the decision to split your loyalty while your spouse is still trusting you. Now, some people will say, but what if the spouse is toxic? Then address the toxic marriage. Confront it, separate, divorce, but please stop asking betrayal to look righteous. Family, we not babying grown-ass choices, not in 2026. We're naming them plainly. Cheating may be understandable in context, but it's never the mature, clean, or honorable solution. That's the part people hate hearing because they want explanations to magically become permission. Pain can explain behavior, but explanation and justification are not the same thing. When a spouse cheats, the damage spreads wider than one private moment. It attacks trust, memory, safety, self-worth, peace, and the meaning of every promise made before. Now they're questioning their instincts, their value, their body, their judgment, and their reality. That's why cheating cuts so deep. Now they're questioning their instincts, their value, their body, their judgment, and their reality. That's why cheating cuts so deep. Some people swear they cheated because they were lonely. My question is simple. Were you lonely enough to speak up, seek help, separate, or leave first? Because cheating is rarely just about unmet needs. Sometimes it is ego, sometimes revenge, sometimes selfishness, and sometimes wanting comfort at home and excitement somewhere else. A double life can get wild. One person is paying bills, building plans, and sharing a bed, while the other is rehearsing lies. Or the person paying the bills could be the one rehearsing the lies too. People underestimate how humiliation goes with betrayal. It's not just heartbreak. It's the shame of knowing somebody made you look stupid behind your back. Then comes the gaslighting. It wasn't serious. It just happened. You pushed me away. No, a series of choices happened and responsibility still has to be taken. If you're not happy in your marriage, say that. Or if you want out, say that before you decide to drag somebody through deception. Honesty may end a but dishonesty will poison it first. One is a painful truth. The other is pain plus disrespect, confusion, and stolen consent. Being in a committed relationship is not always easy, but hard marriages still don't get to turn cheating into the go-to thing to do. That's why communicating your truth is key. Okay, y'all, let's talk recovery, because people always ask if a marriage can survive cheating. The answer is yes, but you have to know survival and healthy restoration are different. Some couples stay together and rebuild. Some stay together and never heal. Some separate and finally breathe again. The outcome depends on truth, remorse, and consistent work. If the cheater minimizes, blames, hides details, protects the affair partner, or wants quick forgiveness, the reconciliation is probably BS, it's not real repair, and will probably end up happening again. Real repair starts when the guilty spouse tells the truth fully, cuts off outside contact completely, accepts consequences, and takes accountability for the pain they caused. They also have to understand forgiveness is not a coupon for immediate trust. Trust takes time to rebuild. The cheater has to show a lot of transparency, humility, patience, and change patterns. And the betrayed spouse has choices too. They're not stupid for staying, and they're not bitter for leaving. Both paths take a lot of strength. It's not about what looks good online. What matters is if safety, honesty, trust, and dignity can really be rebuilt inside that marriage or partnership after the betrayal. This takes brutal honesty, maybe some counseling, boundaries being put in place, and a long season of proving the change. Not just promising, change behavior. Sometimes it can't be fixed because the cheating exposed chronic disrespect, addiction to attention, emotional immaturity, or a character pattern bigger than just one affair. That's why nobody should try to pressure a betrayed spouse to just move on. Healing doesn't work on a spectator's timeline, and trust does not regrow on command. If you broke the trust, your job is not to rush their healing. Your job is to become safe, truthful, and accountable whether they stay or go. And if you were betrayed, hear me clearly right now. Their cheating may affect your confidence, but it doesn't erase your worth, intelligence, or value. Before we close, let's say something else plainly. Faithfulness is not only about desire control. It's about discipline, character, and how you handle opportunity when nobody is around to see. A faithful spouse stays faithful not because they don't ever get tempted, but because they already decided their standards before the temptation showed up. That matters because people who decide to protect their marriage do honest things. They set boundaries, avoid secret intimacy, and starve dangerous connections. They don't nurture harmless flirting. They don't keep emotional backups. They do not test chemistry for fun while calling it a harmless friendship behind closed doors. And if they truly believe the marriage is over, they end it with clarity. They don't keep one foot home and 1 foot outside. That split life damages families, finances, peace, and future trust. Affairs don't stay cute. They spill into everything and can get ugly real fast. So when somebody asks whether there is ever a valid reason for a spouse to cheat, the educated, honest, and mature answer is still absolutely no. There may be pain, neglect, abuse, incompatibility, or emptiness. Those are valid reasons to confront, separate, get help, or leave. They are not valid reasons to cheat or deceive. No spouse is owed betrayal. If the marriage is broken, fix it, face it, address it honestly, or leave it. Cheating is not justified. And for everybody listening, let this knowledge be a mirror before it becomes a warning. Be honest early, be brave early. Remember, messy choices multiply. Protect your vows with truth. Protect your name with discipline. Protect your household with boundaries. And if love has ended, let integrity escort your exit. Thank you for being here with us tonight. Like, share, comment, and join us next Sunday right here at the bar for another real conversation.
Are you stressed, overwhelmed? Life got you down and feeling strange. Then ditch the drama and come thirsty for change. Meet me at the bar with your issues. Meet me at the bar with your issues. That's right, you're invited to the bar, so pull up a chair and get ready to pour out your heart to Coach Ree and Coach V. Yeah, Coach Ree and Coach V, the dynamic duo. They're ready to shake up your perspective about love, life, or money. That's right, they'll help you, honey, get to the root of it all. Get ready for real talk, real solutions, and a whole lot of empowerment.